guys, so today we'll do a little bit of kata, and what I want to go over is a cat stance. It's the stance that everybody hates. Some people won't even do certain katas in tournaments because they have too many cat stances in them. So if you can see my feet, to me the first thing you want to do, let's just say you're starting off in one of the katas, the first move is a cat stance. Going forwards and backwards is a little bit different, but if you watch what happens to my body, what I think of when I do a cat stance is that my foot turn first. Right? We don't want the foot to be 90 degrees like this, because then my stance is funny. It looks like halfway between a horse stance and a cat stance, right? So the back foot has to be turned in. The way I like to do it is like 45 degrees or a little bit less. So the first thing to do is turn your heel. But you see my head moves at the same time. So I'm actually shifting my weight back. And then from here, I get into a stance, right? So to me, the reason for doing a cat stance, I mean, there's probably a lot of different reasons, but mostly it's a way of shifting your weight and having control over your weight. A lot of times, say somebody grabs a hold of you and you want to pull away, you can create a lot of force pulling this way, but it's not controlled force. If the guy was to let go, I might fly off, right? So maybe I can use this cylinder for a second. So if you imagine someone grabs you, this is just a way to demonstrate this. So if I try to pull this way, okay, now I'm using strength and force. If she lets go, I lose my balance, right? But if I think about doing a cat stance and I drop my body weight down, actually it's hard for her to hold on to, try a little tighter. But I can pull her off balance very easily just by using my weight. I don't have to use strength. And if it does slip off like you saw before, I'm okay, I have good balance. But the other way, if I try to pull and it slips, I lose my balance, okay? So I don't have control over my weight that way. So a lot of the katas start off this way. It's also a way of creating distance. If just make a punch, if that reaches me with a punch right there, when I move into cat stance, I've just created distance. Okay, so I have that too. If she was to grab a hold of me, just grab me from behind, like in a bear hug. If I just drop into a cat stance, that right there, just dropping my body weight into a cat stance, you know, everything loosens up and she can't hold on to me anymore. So that's just another way of thinking about your cat stance. That's good, thanks. So think about bringing your head over your foot, but not this way. See, I haven't shifted any weight. I move this whole side of my body goes over my leg, and my head moves with it. So I turn my heel, and I drop into the cat stance this way. So when I'm finished, my shoulder, my hip, and my foot are pretty much vertical, one above the other. So I turn, and I'm in the stance this way, and I don't have my butt this way or my butt sticking out like that. What I want to do is I want to be able to stand, let's just say I was standing on one leg. That's actually the first part of my cat stance. So everything is lined up, my foot goes out. Now what I do is I bend both my knees, but go straight down. Okay, we don't want to go forward or backwards, straight down. So now I have grip on my front leg and my back leg. Okay, so if you think Pinon Shodan, I turn my heel and move into position. So now this is all nice and solid here in position. Okay, so think drop and turn at the same time. Now if you watch from the side, I don't know if you can see my feet. What happens now, see, if I turn my heel and I drop, see how my feet are crossed over? This foot is on the wrong side, it should be more here. So what I do to make up for that, I turn and then this foot snaps to the side. It just kind of moves, so now it's kind of in line with my heel here. All right, so position there, right? You'll see a lot of times in kata when people are changing directions, they would, let's just say I'm doing Pinon Nidan and I want to change from this direction to this direction, right? Here, they leave the foot behind. So now my back foot is at 90 degrees. So if I just think from here when I turn, I have to turn the heel. It automatically gets me in the right position, but also this side sits nice and strong. So as I turn, this is solid. Just by turning the heel and dropping the heel into the ground, I'm in position right there. Okay, so that's something to practice. Practice it by yourself. Just make sure that the heel and the head go together. Like someone's grabbing me, I'm going to pull them into position. Okay. All right, so you got to practice that by yourself. It takes a lot of repetition, and it's not going to happen overnight. You got to keep doing it. Okay, so the next thing I want to work on is turns in the katas. The way I like to do it is the way Sensei Kimura was teaching it. It's not my technique, it's his technique. And basically, it takes into consideration the fight or flight response. So if I have my back turned like this, and I hear a noise behind me and it scares me, I would automatically go like this to see what it was. I wouldn't go like this, okay? Usually I would move away. You hear a noise, you move away, and you turn pretty much square to face it to see what's going on, right? But traditionally in kata, let's just say I'm finishing with a block, I'm doing pinan shodan and I want to turn. They tell you look first. And it looks nice when you do that, but I'm not ready. I look and I'm going to get hit. So if I'm going to look, I may as well be ready when I look. So what we do is we turn the body this way to see what's coming. Now the kata says it's a down block, right? A get out block. But in real life, I don't really know what's coming. So I'm here. If I turn around and I do a down block and the guy punches me in the face, that wasn't very good. So what I have to do is I have to create the zanshin, the readiness, to be able to be ready for anything, no matter what happens. So I can't step away. I can't go like this and step away because the kata doesn't let me do that. The kata says I have to turn right here. So what I do is I turn, I'm ready here. I go, oh, it's a kick, so I can block it. But what if it's, the guy's got a stick, he wants to hit me over the head? I can block it, okay? From here, I can do a stone block. I can do a chudan block, right? I can do a maike, because I'm in position here. All I have to do is release that energy that I have stored up in this leg. Release it, I can punch, all right? From this position, here, I can kick. A lot of things I can do from that position. So what I do when I turn is the hand comes to the side here, because I don't know what I need it for. The kata says I do a down block, so then I just release and do the down block. All right? It could be an upper block. I release and do an upper block. So what I'm trying to do is get torsion in my legs. Now, because I have to do, if I just have to do a 180-degree turn like this, I don't really have to worry too much about where my feet are. But if I wanted to go that way, like in pinan shodan, I turn, I need to go over there. If I keep both my feet where they are, I can't turn. So I'm not ready. So I don't know if you can see my right leg. I'll go forward a bit. When I turn, I can't go, so I release the right leg. That lets me turn more. Now this leg has a lot more torsion in it. I'm twisting, I'm storing energy in this leg here. Storing it and pushing this side forward. Now from here, I release it and block. And you'll see that everything finishes at the same time. All right? It's not going to be a 1-2 motion. All right? So I get like a 1, 2. 1, 2, this kind of position. Okay? So the back foot is a big thing. It's my front foot now, but it becomes my back foot. From here I turn, you can see the back foot, turn it all the way around. Okay? And then all I do, if I was to relax now, I would want to return. I'm getting that spring, I want to return. But when I get to that point where I can't go any further, I release this leg. 1, 2. Okay? Same if I wanted to do 1, mic in. 1, double punch. It can be anything from that position, right? If I was to do now like a quarter turn, like a 90-degree turn. After I've done this position here, I want to block down this way. So again, what's coming? I don't know yet. Right? I turn, what's coming? Oh, it's a kick. I block it. All right? So from here, 1. Okay? It could be block. Right? It could be I want to do a kick and a punch or something. I should be able to do anything from that position. So that's the real zanshin, that's the real readiness. Yeah. So part of it is I have to twist part of my body as far as it can go, and the other part is saying, no, I'm not letting you go. So if I'm here, I turn, and now I can't really turn far enough, so I let the back foot go. That helps me to put more torsion into this leg, right? There's more energy going into this leg now. And if this one doesn't turn, that's as far as I go, I'm stuck. But watch what happens when my heel goes. I've just released it. So now from here I get this spring into position, okay? So the back foot lets me turn. This other hand, imagine pointing. Maybe I have to block with it. You know, split second, I'm here, maybe I just blocked with it. But the thing is, I don't want to do this. Okay? Traditionally they say, look and then go. Well, I look, but it's too late. I'd rather get there early. I hear the noise, I look at the same time as I turn. 1, 2. Okay, so this is the kind of thing we want to put into all the katas. And since the Kimura had us doing it with all the pinans first, and then we start putting it into the more advanced katas later. Another way to see this move would be in Pinan Ninan, when you go from this position here, so I'll do it facing the other direction. I'm in this position, I turn. What's coming? Ah, it's a kick, block. Okay? So I get, from this position I get into position here, right? Block. So, same would be Basai Dai. We've just finished this position and we want to do the turn. So I'm over here like this. Now normally what we're taught is step and turn. Well, how do I know it's coming? Why am I stepping? All right. I'm in this position. I look over my shoulder. Too late. I get hit. All right. So I turn. What is it? Ah, it's a kick. And I lock. So everything finishes at the same time, right? I'm here, and 1, 2, 3. All right. That position. Turn and block. Boom. Not. That's how you teach a white belt. White belt step and turn so they get their feet in the right position, right? After that, you don't need to worry about where your feet are going. They will go where they need to go. Right? It's instinct. So try to think about this turn. Try to play with it. Pick the easiest kata, Pinan Shodan. It's actually the hardest kata, but it's the easiest kata in terms of directions and the moves, right? So think about how you would do the turns. So I'm in the first position. 1, 2, turn, block, block. Now I turn this way. Turn, block. I do the 3 upper blocks. Now watch from the other side. Here, right? 1, punch, and again. 1, punch, and again. 3 punches, and I turn for the oizuki. From oizuki to the shikudachi. I'm here, like this. Oh, dog doesn't. It's just seeing a ghost over there. All right. 1 and 2, and again from here. See, the back foot turns this way. 1, 2. All right. So play around with it a little bit. It's actually not as hard as it looks, and maybe in the next video we'll do a little bit more, looking at it from different directions, different angles. Thanks. Okay, so I just want to get some close-up of what's happening down by my feet, so we can get a better understanding, a better view of what I'm doing. It's kind of hard to see from the distance, right? So we're gonna zoom in for some close-ups. So if again, let's just take Pinan Shodan after the 3rd upper block. So what I want to do is I want to turn and block, okay? So again, like I said before, I turn and look at the same time to see what it is. If I need to, I can jump out the way, whatever I need to do, right? So I'm here, but now, I don't know if you can get a close-up on my foot, my back foot right there. It's actually on the pinky side, and it doesn't have any weight on it right now, so it doesn't matter what position it's in, right? It's just kind of in a transitional position. What happens now, as I move, the foot flattens and I get into the right position here, okay? So it looks like 1, 2. Okay. 1, 2, that's the motion. 1, and release it. So at the end of the movement, that's when I release. Okay, it'd be like doing a wheel kick. So 1, 2, go. 1, 2, turn, and the foot follows. So same again on here. 1, 2. Okay, and then from this position, now this one's gonna move here. This just gives me the freedom to turn my body. If I don't do that, I'm stuck. Then I can only really go there. And this foot is very free here. Finish the punch and give a little extra push on this side here. 1, this way, boom, right? And then I punch here, same again now. This one goes 1, 2. Okay, do the 3 punches. From here I need to turn 45 degrees that way. There. Alright. 1. And punch. Alright. 1. And punch. It'll be the same after for the horse dance. Alright. And 1. Alright. And that can give me a nice spring. 2. Now this one turns here. And 1, 2. So keep playing with it. This is something that you can stop and rewind over and over. If you get a good visual, watch it a lot of times first. It'll kind of soak in and play with it. Keep going back and watching it. So it's not a very long video we're doing today, but there's a lot of information in it and a lot of practice you have to do yourself. And you guys are all, little kids. I don't have to keep doing the repetition for you.